Welcome to Chapter 3, Risk Monitoring. Identifying and assessing risks is only half the job. Risks change, new ones emerge, old ones fade. Without continuous monitoring, your risk register becomes a museum exhibit instead of a living tool. So what is risk monitoring? It's the continuous observation and measurement of risks to detect changes in probability, impact, or the emergence of brand new risks. Notice the word continuous. This isn't a once-a-year exercise. Let's break down the mechanisms. The first one is Key Performance Indicators, or KPIs. You monitor metrics that are tied to risk triggers. For example, you track system uptime. Anything above 99% suggests low operational risk. Below that, alarms should fire. Good KPIs are specific, measurable, and tied directly to a risk in your register. The second mechanism is the distinction between leading and lagging indicators. This matters a lot. Leading indicators predict future risk. Employee satisfaction scores, for instance, predict turnover before resignations actually happen. Lagging indicators measure past impact. Customer complaints already received, incidents already logged. Both have value, but leading indicators give you time to react. Build your dashboard with a healthy mix. Third, periodic reviews, monthly, quarterly, or annual risk assessments, where you formally update your risk register with new data. Monthly for active projects, quarterly for ongoing operations, annual for the enterprise-wide picture. Schedule them, hold them, document them. Fourth, exception reporting. The moment a risk exceeds a defined threshold, it gets escalated immediately. Red flags trigger emergency response. The whole point is to avoid the situation where a known risk quietly grows for 6 months because no one was watching. Now, let's talk about the risk register. This is the document, usually a spreadsheet or a database, that captures every identified risk with its details. Each row typically has an ID, a description, a category, probability, impact, the calculated score, the owner, the planned response, current status, and the last update date. For example, R01, system failure, operational category, medium probability, high impact, score of 1.5, owned by the IT lead, response is mitigate, status active, dated January 15, 2025. The register is updated continuously throughout the project. It is the single source of truth. Then we have dashboards and reporting. These translate the register into something humans can act on. Visual summaries using red, yellow, green status indicators. Trend analysis showing whether risks are moving up or down. Executive summaries pitched at the right level for senior stakeholders. And incident logs documenting realized risks, what actually went wrong, when, and how you responded. A few quick tips on monitoring done right. 1. Automate where you can. If a metric can be pulled from a system, don't ask a human to copy it into a spreadsheet. 2. Define thresholds in advance, before emotions are involved. 3. Review and retire risks. If a risk no longer applies, archive it. Don't leave dead risks cluttering your register. And 4. Close the loop. When a risk materializes, the after-action review should feed back into the register and the controls. That is Chapter 3. Monitoring is the muscle that keeps risk management alive. In Chapter 4, we'll get into control and mitigation, walk through 2 worked examples, and tie the whole framework together.